Tootling on our travels, we mosey along to the beat of our own drum, dancing merrily to our own song. Dinosaurs we track like a scene from Jurassic Park. On the next stop off the Jurassic coastline, the mission we embark. The weather may be dreary, we end up covered in sludge, but that does not stop us Ethels. Onwards we continue to trudge.
We've just pulled up now at Downsy campsite, I believe it's called. Really nice little place actually, not far from the coast. We've pulled up, we found us in a nice quiet little corner, or P as we're calling him, has shoved us in this corner because he's embarrassed our little van and he wants all good stuff at the front. Who knows? So we're going to recharge, relax, have something to eat, and we'll be venturing off tomorrow.
Hey, and welcome back to the Travels of Ethel. I'm Leanne, this is Oliver, and we are on day 4, which is Tuesday, of our summer holiday. Although I can't say it's very summery.
Not very summery.
Waking up in Ethel, we last night spent the night at Downshay Tourism Tents caravan site. We've had electric, which is a massive luxury to us. I've eventually washed my hair. I feel so much better and cleaner.
Nice little place to be fair, really quaint, you know, not very busy, really quiet. To be fair, we're probably a bit noisy as people here at the minute.
Downshay caravan site, well, caravan tourers, tents and whatever it's called, is a really nice campsite that's really quiet. It's very rural. There's like a sink there that you can wash your pots and things. The shower's next door. There is 2 showers. I think there's 3 toilets or 2, and an outdoor sink. There is definitely more wildlife in there than I've had seen at some zoos. Poor Ethel, she looks like she's been put in the naughty corner.
Today we are, being as we're on the Jurassic Coast, going to go and find some dinosaur fossils or footprints or whatever, but that's what we're doing today. I've topped the water up this morning, I just checked it, and I left the cap for the water tank on top of the engine. Anyway, I've just been driving and I've heard something and I thought that sounded dodgy. A water cap what had fell off. Thank God I heard it, because I would have been in a right pickle without that. We have just pulled up at our first destination now. As you can see, it is super foggy. Picked a right week, haven't we, love?
We have, considering it were bloody heat waves last week.
I know, it's rubbish, but it is what it is. You make your own sunshine, don't you, love?
I know sunshine.
Yeah. So Tia's stopping in van anyway because she's tired. Yeah, a teenager. But we're just going to go. We found a place where there's some dinosaur footprints. So that away.
Off we go. And we've only just started. Look at the steel.
You'll be alright, love. Oh my God, guys, you're not going to believe it. We're just trudging through these fields now, and I think I found dinosaur poo. I'm not sure, but to me that looks like a T-Rex. I mean, it tastes like it. That's the Instagram shot.
Why can't we just go the normal way sometimes and do it easy? On public footpaths, not through a squishy, squashy quarry.
Stop moaning. Finally made it, so yeah, I'm looking forward to finding some footprints.
I'm just going to find the goddamn footprints now.
We are just at Keats Quarry now, where these footprints are now. Interestingly enough, we haven't seen them, but there's over 100 footprints here. The theory of it is there was a lagoon nearby, and this must have been sort of a walking track to the lagoon. these footprints are actually 145 million years old, which is amazing, to be honest. The dinosaurs that are believed to have left these footprints are Bronchiosaurus, which, for anyone who doesn't know, they're the big ones with the long necks. In 1997, a chap called Kavin Keats, who owned the quarry at the time, founded these footprints. He determined that there was dinosaur tracks, spoke to the National Trust about it, who have since maintained and kept this site ever since.
I'm studying one here. And I'm studying one here. Where's the other ones? Oh! There's one just here. Oh. And literally the dinosaur footprint.
Believe it or not, this weird shape here is actually a dinosaur footprint. The size of it is absolutely...
Here I am, laid on the floor with dinosaur footprints around me, and I think it's absolutely amazing to think that I'm laid right in a track of where dinosaurs have been walking, especially since that I'm a bit of a Jurassic Park fan. It's just unbelievable. I don't care that I'm getting muddy and wet and that I've broke my Birkenstocks. It's absolutely fine, because now my foot has been exactly where a dinosaur footprint's been. How cool!
We are just walking through this quarry now, and a chap who works at the quarry who showed us the way down actually has just pulled us aside and says, "Like fossils, I found a few while I've been working here over years." So we're just going down now to have a look. Go.
Keats the elder.
Right.
Keats the younger.
So that's your son?
That's my son.
Right. One of your sons. How many have you got?
2 sons, 4 daughters.
Perfect. You're really handsome then. So this has been in your family for how long? 300 years. Taking the unbeaten track may result in a difficult and more challenging path, but it is usually during these ventures that you stumble upon hidden gems. Unknown to us, on our mudslide journey through Keats Quarry, we met a gem that brought our whole experience of searching out the dinosaur footprints to life. Naively chatting away to Kavin, the owner of the family-run quarry, we became entranced in his charm, character and wisdom. Hooked on his history and stories, he told us about the time and the land dating back with his family for over 300 years. Stories told of his close friend Steve, a plumber with a passion for paleontology, and of how his personal collection had grown into a display in a nearby village. Piecing together all we had read at the National Trust site, the penny soon dropped. We were getting the first-hand rendition of the unearthing of the dinosaur footprints that we had just been admiring at Spyway. Kavin, our newfound friend, told us about what he described as balls in 1997 when quarrying the area on a regular day at work. It was not until a friendly chat with a friend took place that the significance of the site came to life. The realism and innocence of the series of events that were unfolded to us by Kavin made our visit magical and one we were for sure never to forget. Kavin is a true gentleman who gave us his time, and for that we will be forever grateful.
They just like bowls.
They just look like puddles, don't they?
And he said, "Oh, there." He said, "You want to find it?" And then they got this professor from Portsmouth University, and he was into dinosaurs. Just written about it. He was like switch.
I am. I'm like, oh my god.
He said, "What makes this particularly interesting is that these footprints down here are 10 million years earlier than the ones on the other one."
Oh, am I right to bring the dogs in?
Yeah. These are scales, fish scales. And that is a fin spine of a shark. That's the backbone of a fish. That, you wouldn't know what that was.
No.
I wouldn't even
No, you
have
wouldn't.
picked that up as anything.
No, it's called coprolite.
It's called what?
Coprolite.
Right?
Dung.
Right.
Is that poo?
Okay.
That's a fish that's been, I think it's been predated. You can see it there, there's all the scales, and there's a gill cover. See one of the gills there?
You guys
It's amazing how you know what it is.
Well,
or has your friend Steve been telling? Steve's been up ante.
that is a crocodile tooth. That is what they call septarian nodules. That's all crystals there, but because it's covered in dust, it's not sparkly. It's quite sparkly. This occurs down in Weymouth, and you get them like this big.
Right. Okay.
And we got some, and they get us to slice them off, and they make coffee tables out of them. I said, but don't be put off by the look. It's what's inside.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you split them open. Yeah. Because this is going to sound nuts, but they talk to you. I found a little fish one day. It was only this big, but it was in a dinosaur footprint, a 3-toed one. And I thought, how did that happen? Because you know as well as I do, if you go near a fish, you get.
Yeah.
It's going to swim off.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
And I thought, now that wasn't going to sit there and get stamped on. And then I started thinking about it. So you'd have drying. It would dry out. If you've got a lake or whatever that's drying out, the fish will swim to the deepest point.
Yeah. And once that dries, this
The
stuff.
deepest point would be a footprint. It couldn't get out, and it just died where it was.
Can you believe we have just met and been talking to the guy that unearthed them?
Yeah, so the family that we were talking about that has owned this quarry for over 300 years now, the chap who we've just been talking to is the eldest of the living relatives, really.
I can't remember how many generations he said there were, but they've owned this for, they've been quarrying for years.
But yeah, we were talking to him and he said, oh, I work here, I'm a Keats. And oh, really? Yeah, he says, oh, I'm Kevin. I thought, bloody hell, it's him that actually unearthed them. So we've just been having a chat with him now, it must have been an hour, but he is such an interesting guy, he really is.
He has completely made my trip coming down here to see those footprints. That was fantastic. It was brilliant. It's a real experience to actually talk and bump into the guy that found them. Mind blowing, if I'm going to be honest. Just a bad street, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the thing is as well, you look at these footprints and you imagine them being all excited. Oh God, we found some footprints. But as Kevin's just explained, you were like, they just look like puddles. But I suppose as a quarryman, he's not an architect or anything like that, or a paleontologist. But yeah, it's amazing to see his perspective of what they actually were and what his feelings were when they found them, which were really exciting.
And you know what? Lee has got. I see him as being semi-famous, really. To be fair,
I don't think he does, but he is.
we do. I'm like a bit starstruck. That's better than meeting one of Kardashians for me. So he has given us a memento for our travels. What did he say it's called?
I forget.
I don't know if you can. Oh, sorry, wrong side. See that? But it's shiny crystals.
So,
See,
yeah.
do you begin with C? I can't remember what it's called, but this is going to go on our shelf that we've got with little fossils.
We're going to clean it up and put it on a shelf as a memento to remind us.
You've got it's like broken heart.
So yeah, to remind us of Kevin Keats, the excavator. But yeah, really interesting.
So Kevin, if you ever get time to see this, thank you. You have made our trip to see the dinosaur prints.
Yeah. So anyway, now we're heading back to the van because we've left here in van. She'll be wondering where we are. She'll think we ran off. And yeah, on to the next stop. More dinosaur hunting.